Another day, another potty.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
I was watching one of the old episodes today, just because actually, to keep it real, my son was watching it. My son will turn on my YouTube channel and watch my videos and stuff. He was, Dad, is that you? You doing a podcast? So I came downstairs from the bathroom and my son was actually watching the one we was talking about, the dudes from that Fresh and Fit podcast.
Mm-hmm.
He was watching that one, so I was just sat in there and watched it. I was like, I told him to change it, put one of his songs back on, so his little brother can watch it. He's like, "No, I'm watching this." I was like, "Oh, okay, check that out." Yeah. My son is a fan. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
That was dope.
And my daughter be asking me like, "Yeah, when am I gonna see one of your music videos?" I'm like, "I don't think you can really watch one of Daddy's videos. You shouldn't really watch that. It's just not for kids." Like, but I want to see. I'm like, nah.
And show the podcast.
You're right.
Show the podcast.
I could.
She gonna get a kick out of it, bro.
See, but that mean her mom might see it.
Nah, that's true.
Then again,
I was about to say, you don't be.
I don't know nobody shit.
Yeah, and you ain't never said nothing out of pocket about her or nothing like that on the show, so.
True.
Nor would you. You know what I'm saying? So.
It's hot up in this bitch, man.
It is hot. I'm sitting up here trying to rock the hoodie. Shout the homie's brand out. I'm sitting up here dripping sweat.
So
Anyway,
how your week been, man? What's new with you, man?
what's new with me? So you remember I talked a few episodes back about starting therapy,
Yeah.
and the therapist said I need to decompress, do a weekend and get away.
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you that part?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm doing that this weekend. So I'm doing that this weekend.
Get away now, huh?
Yep. I'll check into a hotel Friday afternoon. Not getting back home to my kids and my job and my priorities and everything I got to do until Sunday evening. So I'm going to take the whole weekend, kick it, free my mind, get my mind right, enjoy some of my vices, you know what I'm saying? And just kick it in a hotel room that I don't have to clean up and that I don't got to change a diaper or listen to a cry or make a bottle or nothing like that. I'm finna just be maxing and relaxing all weekend. And I'm
relaxation, huh?
Forward to it, man. I can't wait. I haven't done it for a while, bro. And I was trying to. It's funny. When I was talking to the therapist, she was telling me when's the last time I got to get away. And last summer, I would get away almost every weekend because I was working up in LA, and so I would be in LA from sometimes Friday night to Sunday evening or Saturday morning to Sunday evening. But even then, I would be on my feet holding a camera for 8 hours straight. Yeah. And then got to go home, do a little bit of editing, and then do it the next day. And so I was like, I could go home and not really do anything and not have to change a diaper or hear my kids or anything like that. But I still had to work. Yeah. And even a lot of the time when I was out there, I missed them. I missed my kids. So. And that was actually one of the things I told the therapist. I was like, it's hard for me, though, because my first weekend staying in LA, last summer when I was working in LA every weekend, I got a hotel my first weekend out there, and I checked into the hotel. Bro, I was telling myself, oh man, I'm gonna stay up all night, smoke blunts in the bed, I'm gonna be kicking it. Man, I checked in, my car and door, opened the door, saw them 2 beds in the room, and just instantly off top got sad that my kids weren't there. It's dang, man, my kid's supposed to be with me, man. It ain't. I'm not used to going to sleep and my kids not being there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna do it this weekend for sure.
Yeah, you gotta have that time, man, that relaxation.
Absolutely, I'm gonna do it this weekend. I gotta get out of this hoodie. Shout out to the homie Hollywood Rail on Instagram. This is his brand. Dedicated Hoopers. You know what I'm saying? He right here in San Diego. His birthday just passed too.
That shit clean too.
Dedicated Hoopers. This is good quality. Good quality. The stitching is top notch. I washed it, didn't dry it, didn't put it in the dryer, but I washed it, didn't shrink, nothing happened to it, everything's good. Dedicated Hoopers, man. Hollywood Rail on Instagram. This is his brand, man. Tap in when check him out. Oh, and then also the hat too is a local brand as well. Faith by Luis. Faith by Luis. He has hats. He's got jeans. He's got a few different things. But the hats, he takes the popular baseball teams and puts the glitch in the logo. That's
tap in to give me some.
Bro, I'm waiting for him to do every hat. If he does every hat like this, these are gonna be the only hats I wear.
So it means Instagram.
I got you. Yeah, it's Faith by Luis. That's his Instagram. All spelled the number way. Faith by Luis. FAITHBYLUIS.
Just cash up in the payment.
Now he got a whole website and everything, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's fully legit. Fully legit.
Oh yeah, 14K followers.
Yeah. Yep. Skateboarder turned entrepreneur from right here in San Diego.
Oh yeah, I like that Faith hat right there with the blue on. I wear my blue Vans with that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of this shit in my videos.
Yes, sir. But yeah, so yeah, man, I'm looking forward to my weekend getaway. What you got going on this weekend? Not even that. That's what I'm doing this weekend. What have you been up to? Is what I'm trying to ask.
Man, I just been working. You know, the usual, getting that work in, trying to accumulate new customers. Shot a video last weekend. Can't wait for that to be done. You know, you actually you actually shot the video. Yeah, my boy shooting videos too, man. So you know, I got a video coming out, you know, pretty soon. I can't wait till that's done. Throw that on YouTube and start generating. You know what I'm saying? Being a father, just the usual. You know, just chipping away at life. Just chipping away at life. That's about it. Nothing really too spectacular.
Anything you've been struggling with? Anything you've been dealing with? Anything on your mind?
Just the usual, man. Just the separation anxiety from my daughter. That's about it. Like, if I had her with me every day, I'd probably be way more or less stressed. But sometimes I feel like I really got nobody because I come home after work. I'm just by myself. I don't got no girlfriend. I don't got no wife. So lots of times I'm by myself chilling. So
I'm gonna tell you what you need to do, bro. You should fill that time working out.
Yeah.
You already got the jump rope. I'm telling you, just get a little bench. It ain't even gotta be an actual workout bench, just a bench. Like the one that I work out on, it's like it's fancy. Like my wife bought it from like Marshalls or something like that. But it's a bench, and I got the 30-pound dumbbells, and I just get down on that when I need to. Just get you some dumbbells and a bench. Whenever it's like, man, I wish I could do this, or I wish, just work out.
Just work out, huh?
That's what I was doing. And actually, when I used to make music, that's what I'd be like. Whenever I was frustrated or thinking something, go write about it. And not even write about it, just go write. Go write. And then that turned into when I stopped writing, I was like, just go work out. Just go work out. That's actually part of my problem now. I don't have something that where I can just go do it. Just go do it. Like even actually after I stopped actually lifting weights, I would just go for a jog. I would just go jog for like an hour and a half straight, come back, take a long hot shower. And in that time between jogging for an hour and a half and then taking like a 30-minute shower.
Jogging for an hour and a half? Damn. Nonstop?
Nonstop, bro. I used to be in crazy good shape, fam.
Going off, huh?
And I used to be the nigga at the gym, bro. Like, we used to go hoop. Saturday mornings, we'd hoop from 8 a.m. to, like, 2 p.m. And it would be damn near nonstop. Like, you would lose a game, sit, get right back home. Lose it, and we wasn't doing too much losing either. Yeah. So it was almost nonstop. And I used to be the nigga in the gym like, hold on, man, let me get some. I'd be like, you niggas is tired, bro? Y'all tired? Like, that was me. I used to be my favorite thing to say, bro. I never get tired. I never get tired, bro. But... yep, used to run for an hour and a half straight, come back, sweaty, jump in the shower for 30 minutes. That's even more time to just like let the water hit you, think about things, contemplate about things, freestyle to yourself.
Sleep after that, huh?
And then knock right out. Jump out, roll something, knock right out. Bro, that's the best sleep. A long jog, then a hot shower, then a bleether, then knock out. That's the best. That's the best.
Yeah, see, when I was getting my workout in, I was working at 24-hour fitness in El Cajon. I would work out, come home, and take a shower and knock out. Because your body be tired from working out. So I think I need to get back on that. I need to sleep more. I got some nights where I'm going to sleep till 3:30.
I need an accountability partner, bro. Because I need to be working out.
Set something up then. Set something up, man. I'd be down to do that.
We gonna start with what I got. I'm gonna bring my weights over here. I got the little 30-pound dumbbells, and I got the I'm talking about the mic. We're gonna start with what I got. I got the 30-pound dumbbells, and I got the elastic band that you step on, and you could do the curls with it. You can put it behind your head, do the triceps and everything. I got that. Let's start with that. We ain't gotta do it right here on the pod. We pick some days. I'll pull up, bring the stuff over here, and we gonna get. Cause I need look at these arms, bro. Look at these arms, bro.
You're not alone.
Ain't no muscles in here.
You're not alone.
There ain't no muscles in here.
You're not alone.
I ain't gonna lie. That's part of the reason why I wear sleeves so much. Other than I got a lot of crew necks and hoodies that I really, really enjoy wearing, that I really, really like. Part of the reason is because I got these PVC pipes, bro.
I think I might be a little thicker than you in the arm.
You definitely, everybody's thicker than me in the arm.
A little thicker, but
everybody but Adam.
That nigga skinny as hell, huh?
That nigga way skinnier than me, bro. Every time a nigga take a shot, I be like, well, actually, I don't even know now. It's funny that we ran into him over the weekend.
I know, right?
When the last time you ran into somebody you had some friction with?
Last time I ran into a nigga I had some friction with was last year at the Lil Rob show at Diamond Jam, Chula Vista. Then of course CP's treaty. What's up, my nigga? What's up? You good? I'm good. All right, then we good. Yeah, but on Facebook he was yip yapping over all this and that. We was supposed to meet up one time. I inboxed him like, yo, you trying to meet, talk about that? He left me on scene, never said nothing back. So I just kind of forgot about it. I didn't forget about it, but I was like, he don't want that action like that. So I left it alone. Seeing him, I was like, here, this nigga go right here. Boom. Before I could even say something, he was like, what's up, my nigga? We good. We good. I said, all right, then we good. Left it at that.
It's funny that he was in the spot when we walked in, because like I said, I you know me. Any spot we go into, I'm the whole perimeter. I'm peeping everything before we find a spot we're finna post up. Before we buy a drink or whatever we finna do, I'm trying to get a good look at everything. That's why I was like, oh, I seen him instantly, because that's just what my eyes do. As soon as I get in, I gotta scan the room. And I seen him instantly, and I'm like, and I honestly, I wasn't even gonna go over there if you didn't, just because I knew he was gonna be like that.
I was like, man, yeah, he didn't know niggas. I'm like, whoa.
I knew he was gonna be like that, bro. Like I knew it. I knew if ever there's a time we were in the same space, unplanned, I knew he would act like that. I knew he would. Like, nigga used to be my best friend. I know a lot about him. I knew he would act like that. That's why I was like, I ain't even finna go over there. And then honestly, the petty part of me, I know he's the petty part of me knows that he's like a little like not like kind of jumpy and kind of paranoid. So part of me, not even gonna lie, part of me wanted him to see me and be like, oh, not that he's afraid of me. He's not afraid of me. But part of me wanted him to see me and be like, oh man, like what's gonna happen tonight?
Oh no, when I seen him, because he had that look.
Yeah.
He had that look like it was about to pop off. You know what I'm saying? That's why he shook your hand slow. Like he came out real slow. Like you want to see what was actually gonna happen. I peeped that whole thing.
I kind of regret shaking his hand.
Yeah. Just
because of how his energy was.
Mm-hmm.
Like a handshake to me is. It's like it's not like the ultimate respect, but it's respect. Like I feel like if I'm in the spot, if it's a nigga that like I'm at odds with or like we got issues, and I'm in the spot and we shake hands, I feel like because we shook hands, nothing's gonna happen. That's how I feel.
Okay.
Because I'm not. I would never pretend that way. If it's a nigga in the spot that I'm gonna pop on, I'm not shaking his hand, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not shaking his hand. So the fact that like, if I would go over there and like extend my hand, and you shake it, I'm like, okay, this nigga don't want no smoke.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't gonna go over there and shake his hand. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't. So.
Well, I feel you on that.
It's no bad blood. And also, if he would have sought me first and came to me and tried to shake my hand, I would have. I mean, obviously, I did shake his hand because you did. But if he would have come up to me and like seen me first and shook my hand, I would have shaken his hand. But like based that I seen him first, I was like, I ain't finna go over there, my nigga. Like that nigga don't respect me. You know what I'm saying? Well, he might. Oh, good save. Almost had red wine all over the white shirt and carpet.
I was about to say, you almost killed the shoes. You would have killed the shoes.
Would have cried.
They're on the carpet. I can get that cleaned out. You would have killed them shoes. That red wine is hard to get out.
You ever given a 5 or a handshake to a nigga that like you wasn't cool with?
I think I've done it a few times. Just off of the strength of somebody being family. So you're keeping it cordial because they're family, but you know deep inside, they haven't told you they don't like you, but you know deep inside that nigga don't really fuck with you off of shit that you've heard.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to keep it cordial because you guys just have nieces and nephews together, or you got family together, you know, something like that kind of situation. Say like, yeah, what's up, my nigga? Just being cordial, like, yeah. But you don't really, it's nothing to you. Just keeping it cordial because they're keeping it cordial. Mm-hmm. But deep inside, you know the nigga don't like you. You've heard some shit. You know he don't like you, but he's not gonna come out and tell you point blank, nigga, I don't like you. See,
I've always been the type. If I don't want to shake your hand, when you hit me with one of these, I'm just tell you straight up, I'm not shaking your hand, bro. Like, I'm not. It's different when it's family. It's different when it's family. And now that I'm thinking about it, but that's also different too, though. That's also different. I was about to say, I got a cousin that me and him aren't exactly cool based on some things he said to me. And I hadn't seen him for, I want to say like 3 years. And then my granny died. And so we're all at the funeral. And my first time seeing, like, he said something out of pocket to me.
At the funeral?
No, over the phone.
Before the funeral?
In messages, like 3 to 4 years prior. Mm-hmm. And I hadn't seen him and hadn't really spoken. Like, we had our words, like, in the text, like, he said something crazy. I'm like, bro, why would you say something to me like that? Like, we're family. Like, why would you?
Yeah.
Like, all right. Family or not, when you cross a certain line, I got to leave you right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I love you. The love isn't gone, but the relationship can't be the same. I can't unread what you just sent to me. Or if you said it, I can't unhear what you just said. Or if you did a foul deed, I can't unsee what you just did. If you cross certain lines, I got to leave you right there. I still love you because we're family. I still love you, but I got to leave you right there. You know what I'm saying? And he said something out of pocket. I was like, okay, I'm going to have to leave this nigga right here. Like, actually, it was kind of some similar shit that he said to, like what Adam said. We were arguing about something that didn't really mean. I ain't gonna get into all of that because then people will know exactly what cousin I'm talking about. But we were talking about something on Instagram.
I'm pretty sure they already know.
Yeah, but you never know.
Family talk.
Yeah.
Family talk.
Oh, there's certain of my cousins that absolutely know. Like, my cousins that are going to be out here this week, because I'm doing a Cuzzo-cast this weekend. My cousins that are coming out here, they know who I'm talking about. But the whole family might not know. And I know some of my family watches my content, even if they don't tell me, and I don't want them to be like, I'm trying to piece things together, and I just rather keep the drama out of it. But he said something to me on Instagram. And he was doing something on Instagram, and I was like, bro, that's not true. And we got to arguing about it. And I never forget, it was a Sunday. And then I've spoken to him before. My dad is a pastor, and it was his appreciation service. So it was like when everybody tell him how dope he is, how good of a pastor he is, how good of a man of God, and give him gifts and all of that type of thing, right? And I remember I had to give a speech for him at the appreciation service. And I was working on a speech, and I took a break to go look at Instagram, and I seen my cousin on there doing whatever he was doing. And I didn't feel like I was insulting him. I was just telling him that I disagreed with whatever he said in his post or whatever he said. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever he said, I told him I disagreed with it. And I was like, that's not true. And I forget what he said, but this is in the comment section of one of his posts where everybody can read. He says something like, "You're a father." I wish I still had the message. I probably still do because I'm a petty nigga. I got the screenshot somewhere. He said, "You're a father." Essentially saying, get off of Instagram arguing with me and go take care of your kid. Is essentially what he said. Right? And so I get out of the comment section and I DM him. I'm like, bro, you're out of pocket. You're out of pocket for that, fam. Like, regardless of what happens between two men when they beefing, if you bring up a nigga kids or his girl, you out of pocket, bro. You don't do that. And for you to insinuate that I'm not tending to my kid to engage in an argument with you, it's just
petty.
And I mean, he has children now, but at the time he didn't. So it was like, bro, like, you don't even.
That's disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? It's very disrespectful.
That's disrespectful as hell.
You feel me?
Like, what's the point of saying that? Like,
exactly. To take shots. And so I left it there. You know what I'm saying? We had our words. I told him how out of pocket I thought that was. I'm like, bro, you a grown man. You should know better than to disrespect another grown man like that. Now, he's older than me.
Talk about niggas' kids.
I'm giving up too much info, and he older than me. And I'm like, come on, bro. So anyway, from that conversation, we really don't even really speak much after that.
I feel you.
My granny dies 3.5, 4 years later. Now we at the funeral, and I see him there. And this is like my roundabout way of saying, like, I don't shake hands with niggas that, like, I'm at odds with, or you said something out of pocket. And I just felt like at the funeral wasn't a time for me to, like,
expose that and let that out.
Not even expose it, but for me to act that way.
Yeah, because it's about Granny.
You know what I'm saying? This is how crazy the situation ended up playing out. I didn't even see him. I didn't see him before the funeral. I didn't see him the day before because I got in town the day before. I literally saw him after I viewed my granny's body. So, like, all the grandkids were sitting in the front row. And we walk up there. I already fall out. I'm crying my eyes out because my granny ain't here no more. And I go up there and I see her body, fall out, start crying again. And when I'm coming back to my seat, it's my first time seeing him since he disrespected me. How wild is that, bro? And so all I did was just, like, I walked past him and everybody's hugging. And I'm hugging somebody and I was a wreck, bro. Like, I'm an emotional nigga. Like, I was a wreck. I'm falling all over the place crying. I was a wreck. One of my cousins, I'm hugging one of my cousins and crying. And I see him, and as I'm coming out of that hug to hug another cousin, he, like, threw an arm around, like, so me and my cousin hugging, like this.
He threw an arm around you?
And he threw an arm around the two of us. And he's one of the older cousins, though. So it's like, it's something he would do, like, oh, my little cousins is going through it. It's something he would do. You know what I'm saying? So he did it, and then, like, when I came up, I seen him, and I just, like, it's like gave him like a tap on the chest, like, you know what I mean? And in that moment, that was my way of being like, I'm not on that right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't forgot, but I'm not on that right now.
It wasn't even like I ain't forgot. It was just, I ain't on that right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm quite sure I haven't seen him since. No, actually, you know what's crazy? I'm not gonna say that on the podcast. That's a good story, but that's family business. I'm not gonna say that on the podcast. Anywho, good times.
Yeah, I mean, my falling that I had with my cousin, you know what happened with my cousin that we used to chill with and stuff. What happened between him and my mom and stuff. You know, I haven't seen him since.
I still might catch him if I see him, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
That's what you gotta do. I haven't seen him since. He deleted everybody from social media. As far as we know, he's not allowed at no more family functions. I don't know. Last time I heard, like, I think he got, like, he crashed his car or something from drinking and shit or something like that.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he used to get sauced up. Like, we used to drink, but he used to get sauced. I mean, sauced, like.
That makes sense.
So I haven't seen him since then, but, like, you know, like I told him, I said, when I see, you know, we got to get in how we got to get in. I'm going to need that.
Yeah.
That's mandatory.
Bro, just based on our relationship and how much love I got for you. I wouldn't just dope fiend him. But if I seen him out, I'd definitely be like, yo, what was you on? And I know he'll probably hit me like, bro, that's family, but ain't none of your business. Get out of my face. And I'm like, yo, Dre is my family, bro. So, yeah, I mean,
that's family. Like,
however you feel like this needs to be dealt with is how it's going to get dealt with out here.
Yeah, he got his. Well, he ended up getting jumped.
Oh, so he already got his?
By some niggas. It was the girl he was messing with. Her brothers and shit ended up jumping this nigga because he got drunk at a barbecue talking shit. You know, and they was all Crips, you know. He a blood too, you know what I'm saying? Whole family blood, so they was all Crips. And I guess he got the blood in this and blood in the funeral. Pop, 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 pop. I mean, at the barbecue, they got on him. He tries to tell my uncle, oh, I think the family set that up. They're like, how we set up your girl's brothers jumping you? What? You was running that mouth and niggas got on your hat. Can't be doing that.
He don't, with all due respect, your cousin, he just wasn't the type to, like, well, he was drunk though. But even the times that, like, me and him got into, like, healthy debates and arguments,
yeah,
he just doesn't understand.
Yeah, I got into a few.
He doesn't understand how to passionately argue with someone, but to do it respectfully.
He got a raise.
And even if you raise your voice, like my brother Stefan, he raises his voice. I raise my voice when I speak. Yeah. Like we was both in here yelling at each other.
Yeah.
But there's a certain, you can raise your voice and not disrespect someone. Like one of my older homies, I won't say his name, but regardless of what you say to him, you could choose them. Like, bro, you could use every SAT word you know, all the biggest words you know. But if you do it when your voice is at a certain volume, he's going to take it as disrespect because your voice is raised. You know what I'm saying? You can have the most respectful back and forth with him. But if your voice is at a certain volume, it's going to be disrespect because you're yelling at me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just some niggas are just like that. They don't know how to differentiate between that. Like me, I can't. Mm-hmm. Me, I can't. It's just certain things you can't say to me. Like, you're not finna demean me, you're not about to disrespect me, you're not about to speak to me like I'm stupid. As long as we, you know what I'm saying, we have that baseline of respect. Yeah. We could argue and debate and talk about anything in any manner. In any manner. You could tell me, bro, that is absolutely stupid. As long as I know that the respect is going to be maintained at a certain level. You know what I'm saying? You can tell me what I said was stupid. You can't tell me that I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's how I keep it.
I feel you on that.
But arguing and debating, that's like one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite things to do. I do that all day. All day. You saw that the first time I brought the homegirl Janae over here when I met your cousin for the first time. I was like, oh yeah, this nigga don't know what he talking about. I'm finna flame him.
Yeah, that night was something else. That night was something else. But with him, bro, he's one of them niggas that are never wrong. Mm-hmm. He knows everything he's talking about. He's never wrong. Mm-hmm. You can't win arguing with some niggas like that because they're never wrong. No matter what you say, they're never wrong.
Yeah, nigga said he said he used to press and fight black people for saying the N-word. I was like, fam, no you didn't. No you didn't. And if you did, you're stupid.
Black people?
He said that.
He said he pressed black people for saying that?
He said because he wasn't from South, whatever he said, he wasn't from Southeast or whatever. Yeah. Said he got to a certain area and he moved in there and said that it was black people saying the N-word and he was fighting them because they shouldn't be saying it and all that. I'm like, fam, no you weren't.
I doubt that.
Fam, no you weren't.
I doubt that.
No you weren't, bro.
I doubt he was doing that.
No you weren't. You might have said to him, bro, we shouldn't be calling, because that happens. No, we shouldn't be calling ourselves that, bro. We're kings. Fair enough. But I don't think you was fighting and pressing black people for saying the N-word. I don't.
Why would you press a black person for saying that?
His whole argument was that it's wrong. It's because of where the word derived from.
You use the shit. And you say it.
And that's what you said to him that night. But anyway. What was oh yeah, you had a topic you wanted us to get into.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about is it wrong?
Spit it out, Junior.
Is it wrong to smash somebody's girl if you and him are not friends and you just met him?
So you just know him.
You just know him. That's not your boy. He not me and you. We didn't grow up together. We don't hang out. We don't smoke together. We don't chill. I just met you before and small. Okay, yeah, boom. It was good. That was it. I met you.
Y'all have never kicked it.
Never kicked it.
Never broke bread. Never had drinks together. Never went out on a random Taco Tuesday. Never nothing. Never nothing.
Had drinks together.
Okay.
One time. Not like when it was on some like. Let's put it like this. A nigga not family. He's not my boy. I've known him for a short period of time. Mm-hmm. And now the girl is trying to get at me because he's out the picture. Am I wrong for that? He's out the picture.
Oh, out. It's not his girl no more.
Yeah, he's out the picture.
Come on, bro. Nah. That's fair game. I thought it was still his girl.
Nah.
Well, I like that situation better. Let's go with that situation. It's his girl. But it's just he's not a friend. He's definitely not family. He's not a friend. He's more of an acquaintance. He's more of an acquaintance is what it sounds like. That you've gone out for drinks with, gone out for shots with once, twice, how many times?
Once.
And we're going with the scenario that this is his girlfriend.
Yeah. It's an acquaintance I met through business. We had drinks one time, literally one time.
Would I still pop his girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. I'm not even going. try to sit here and be Mr. No.
I would too, nigga. I feel you.
I would.
I feel you. I would too.
I would. But, and see, I mean, like we talked off mic. I was always super careful with that. A nigga will kill you over his girl, bro. A nigga will kill you over his girl, bro. So you definitely gotta be smooth. But nah, if it's just like we not friends, we don't kick it. You not nobody that I hit up to like, hey yo, the Lakers is playing, let's go catch the game, or like nothing like that. Like if we don't have that type of a relationship, then I probably would. That don't make it right. I feel like if you would shake his hand, then don't do it. Okay, you shake lots of niggas' hands. You might one of your coworkers at work, one of his brother might come by. You meet him like, oh, what's up? I'm Jay. You might shake his hand. So I'm not saying if you would shake it. I mean like if you would be at a bar on a Wednesday, because you know Wednesday night bars, Thursday night bars, they're not packed like that. If you would be at a Wednesday night bar and you would see him across the bar, if you would walk over there and go shake his hand, then I would say no.
Okay.
If you would cross the room to go shake the nigga's hand, then you shouldn't pop his girl. Because it's like, what you walking over here being in my face and talking to me, and you gonna go smash my girl tomorrow? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I know I would feel like that. Like, I wasn't here doing my thing. I'm in here by myself. You came in here and saw me and walked across the bar to come shake my hand. And then 2 days later, you smash my girl. Why you come over here and shake my hand for? Just stay over there. Just give me one of these. You know what I'm saying? If that's how I feel. If I would cross a room to go shake a nigga's hand, I wouldn't pop his girl.
Okay. It's a little situation I know somebody's going through, so I decided to talk about it.
Let me ask you this.
What's up?
A baby mom's though.
That's his baby mama, and they've been broken up for years?
For years. Because how would you feel about a nigga that you know that would shake your hand and you found out he was popping with your baby mom?
I wouldn't like it. So yeah, that's a little different. That's different. A little floozy I didn't care about. It was old news. I have it. The baby mama, I'd be mad.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. That is fucked up. It's fucked up on both parts, hers and yours. Because you knew that was his nigga, you knew that was his girl.
I'm saying they not together no more.
Yeah, true, but it's like the intention's been there. You just waiting on your chance, like.
Not necessarily.
No.
And see, when situations like that pop up, when those situations happen, and then people bring that scenario into it, it's like, oh, so you was looking at my girl the whole time? That don't have to be true.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. I was being nice. Yes, I would. Okay, yes. Depending on the person. Mike's my boy. If him and his baby mama broke up, I'm not doing my nigga like that. But if you was just a random nigga I knew, like, and we didn't go back to the sandbox like that I knew you for 1 or 2 years, hey, somebody gonna do it. Might as well be me. Fuck it. Mr. Nice nigga no more, man.
I feel you, bro. Hey. I'm sitting here trying to sound, like a stand-up gentleman and all of that jazz. But I mean, hey, man. That's how I feel. I feel like if I would cross a room to shake your hand, I wouldn't. But I mean, who knows until you're in the situation.
In that moment, that situation. Yeah.
But I feel like that because I've always been a nigga that's like, I'm not like tapping something was never like, I was never pressed like that. Like I never was pressed like that. And it's funny because I remember in 8th grade, like telling like my boy Jesse, telling Steph, I was like, yo, when we get to high school, and it's like, well, I was like, cause I'm already thinking like, yo, when we get there, there's gonna be girls that are there from age like nigga, and mind you, I'm 13, 14 at the time, so I'm thinking like, there's gonna be girls from age 13, 14 to like 18. There's gonna be so many different girls in high school. I remember telling my brother like, yo,
y'all school too,
man. And I remember telling my brother like, yo, when I get to high school, bro, it's on. It is on. It's on. But I get to high school and I was a mad late bloomer. Mad. I've told you this before. I didn't hit puberty until like the summer before junior year. Like it was mad late for me. So it was like I definitely wasn't getting no action. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even know how I got there. I went off on that tangent. Anyway.
I mean, I've been in that situation before too. Like, that was just my cousin. He introduced me to one of his friends. We went to the house and chilled. She had a dude, right? Mm-hmm. Met the dude one time. What's up? Bye. Didn't see him no more since then. Years I went by. Right, his chick ended up adding me on Instagram. I'm like, yo, okay, I remember you, Bow. I see pictures of her and him together, but I'm sure like, how you been, this and that, And she's like, oh, I've been good. I'm like, so what's up? How's things going? She's like, oh, me and him, we broke up. She's like, I'm just too lazy to go that deep into my Instagram and delete all the pictures. I'm like, okay, I feel you. I'm gonna get to chopping it up, right? I go and meet up with her. I have her in the back seat of the car, ready to throw it down. But it didn't go down. What? She got a phone call from her mom talking about, your son is crying, you need to come get him. So she had to vacate the mission so she can go take care of her son. I was surprised I would have popped her. I was in the back seat, had him out, ready to go. That phone call saved her life.
When's the last time you had some backseat sex?
Man, last time I had some backseat sex? It's been years, man. It's been a minute. It's been years.
You know what's funny?
Like 4 years.
It ain't been that long ago. Oh man, I gotta make sure that you know what I'm saying. But
when
I was about to say, I have to. When we used to go to the Grand.
Okay.
You don't remember when I had to find my own way home that night?
That's been like 3 years, bro. The year that just went by, the year before, that's been like 3 years.
It's 2022. It's 2019.
It's been like 3 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I remember the person. Mexican chick.
Do you remember the time I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the same person?
Yeah.
Okay.
We came back there, windows was fogged up. Windows was fogged up. He said, I walked up to the car and I knew it was going down. I just turned away. Damn. How'd you get home?
I didn't even walk up to the car.
How'd you get home?
I ended up, because remember my car was parked at your house.
Yeah.
I ended up having to call a lift.
To your car?
To the spot to come take me to my car. Yeah.
Damn. Mm-hmm. My bad, B.
It's all good.
Yeah, that's been years ago because we had all of last year, the year before that.
Yeah, it's 2022. I forgot.
Like 2 or 3 years.
And this was.
And I haven't been to the Grand in a long time.
And this was a little after.
I heard that motherfucker be popping now though. Somebody told me the Grand be smacking.
This was high school football season 2019 is when that was. High school football season 2019, and if that's a iffy time period, we could take that out.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, 2019. She was fun too.
Subject change.
I mean, the way she... No, I'm playing.
You crazy. Subject change. Let's say you're... Let's see. Let's say your daughter starts playing tennis. She enters like the top tennis tournament for the top players in the state of California, right? Mm-hmm. Makes it to the championship, plays in the championship match, loses, comes in second place. And then you find out that the girl that beat your daughter for the championship is actually a boy. How you feel about that?
I'm going to be highly upset because it's not a girl. Mm-hmm. Like, you lost to a man. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows if you put a man in, not in all situations, but if you put a man against a woman in most sports, depending on the sport, the man's going to win. If it's something similar like tennis, golf, that's different. Are you talking about football, basketball, even swimming? A man and a woman could equal out in that.
Which is what I was referring to.
They can equal out in that.
A transgender woman. Oh man, I need to be better with that. Every time I bring up a topic, I be telling myself I need to have all the info. My phone done died, so I definitely got all the info. But her name is Leah. Forget her last name. Dang, I need to be better with that. But essentially,
about 6'4". I've seen the pictures.
But essentially, a transgender woman who was ranked like number like 576
And the men's?
for men's NCAA swimming. I'm trying to choose my words. I'm always like, I don't know what to say. Has a sex change. Transgender.
That's crazy.
But also, look, I was looking into it. This is one of the rules. You have to be, in order for you to compete, you have to be on hormone depressants or whatever. Like, so if you're a man transitioning to a woman, you have to be on like hormone depressants to like depress your testosterone in order for you to compete with girls. So Leah, who won the national championship, I don't know if I made it clear. So the NCAA Division I National Championship 500-meter swim was won by a transgender woman. So essentially, a man who was born a woman. A woman who was born a man, who is obviously now a woman, won the national championship for swimming for women. And if you see the picture, and I'll put it on the screen.
So that's a man for sure.
It clearly looks like a man and two women standing up there on that podium.
Yeah,
it definitely
was like that tall.
Mad broad shoulders. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, with all the like the work that all the work that's been done for the LGBTQ community, for them to be accepted and to be allowed in all spaces, which they should be accepted and allowed in all spaces. But I have a big problem with a man transitioning to a woman for just a year.
To win a sport.
And then being able to compete against women. Like what like a man would never do it in basketball because it's like the women, they're paid so poorly in basketball.
Yeah.
But what would stop a man from doing that? Like, I wasn't able to go overseas. I finished my basketball scholarship. I wasn't good enough to make it to the draft. I wasn't good enough to go pro, the G League, none of that. But if I was a Division I men's basketball player in college, chances are I'm good enough to be a professional women's player. So why not just do that? And I never have to work. I can just play basketball for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I hope that's not an insensitive comment to make, because I'm not sure anyone would do that, but it definitely opens the door. And it's like, to me, it's just unfair.
It is.
But then on the other hand though, when you think about it, is it unfair if I'm now a woman? I'm a woman now, but I gotta compete against men? Like, I'm a girl. I'm telling you, I'm a girl.
It's a testosterone.
My name is Leah.
Your testosterone ain't no girl.
Like, I agree with you. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
You look like a girl. I mean, you got some things changed.
No.
You got some things changed.
With all due respect, Leah does not look like a girl to me,
I said that in the wrong place. You know, I'm going to say, you look like a girl.
Yeah, okay.
But you're not a girl. That's grimy.
I don't like that, bro. And there's no real, like for me, like, when I make arguments, I always like to, like, contrast it with something. So it's like, oh, well, what if a girl did this? And it's like, a girl can't, though. Like, 9 times out of 10, like Venus and Serena are the greatest, not even just female. They're some of the greatest tennis players we've ever seen. But if they go and compete against the men, they're not going to be number 1 and 2 in the world, bro.
I think Serena.
Nope.
I think Serena can hang with him.
Bro.
I think Serena can hang with him, bro. I really think she can, bro.
Serena can't return her own serve. And that's what, like, oh, Serena serves is fast. Bro, oh, man. Let me make this clear. I'm not hating on Serena Williams. Serena Williams is one of my favorite athletes of all time. I think Serena is the most dominant athlete of my generation. Let me look in the camera and say that. I think Serena Williams is the most dominant athlete of my generation. Whether we're talking about Tom Brady, LeBron, Kobe, the only one that has dominated their sport the way she's dominated her sport is Floyd, and that's because he hasn't lost. Floyd Mayweather in boxing. Mm-hmm. There's been no athlete that's dominated their sport in Tiger Woods. There's been no athlete that's dominated their sport in my generation more so than Serena Williams has in tennis. She's been extremely dominant. I think Serena is the most dominant athlete in sports.
Hands down.
But to be clear, she serves and hits as fast as the men. She can't return that, bro. She can't. Serena would not be able to return her serve. And she wouldn't have to, because the girls that she plays against, they can't hit as hard as she can. They don't hit it as fast as she does. They just don't.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why she wins why she was dominating the way she does, is because it's so fast that these women just can't do nothing with it.
I respect that.
You know what I'm saying?
I respect that.
And it's like if a woman were to like, oh, I want to go play in the NBA, it's like,
stop it.
A girl, I want to go play in the NFL, definitely stop it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and with all due respect to women, I'm not even sure I'm articulating this well. I'm just saying when I make an argument, I like to contrast it with something. Oh, well, do you think that's cool? What if this? You don't like that? Well, why? How come you don't like it? Because this person did, and you liked it then. When I make arguments, I like to try to contrast it with something. And with this, it's like, what can you really contrast it with? You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't like it. I don't like it. It just seems it's too unfair. It's too unfair. I'll give you the flip side to that though. When I was still teaching preschool, so this was like 2016 or 17, I want to say. And one of my coworkers, Miss Kelly, her daughter was gay, and had just informed Miss Kelly that she wanted to start the process of the transgender process. Like, she wanted to start transitioning into a boy. And when I first started working there, I worked there for 3.5 years. When I first started working there is when the conversation first started. And Miss Kelly was like, I gave birth to a girl. Like, I have a daughter. I don't have a son. Like, she was really resistant to it. But then over time, like, this is your kid, you love them, you want them to be happy, you want them to live their life as freely as they can. So she wasn't fully there, but she started to come around to it. Mm-hmm. And I remember I read about it, and then I Googled it and saw that there was a ESPN, it was either 30 for 30 or some type of documentary about it. But there was this high school track star, female high school track star, that was dominating, like about to get a white girl, about to get a D1 scholarship. But it was the same thing, like Miss Kelly was a white lady as well. Similar story to Miss Kelly's daughter. She said she was a girl and felt her whole life she was trapped in the wrong body. She was like, I was born in the wrong body. Like, I'm a boy. Like, I was telling her that I had read about it, and then I Googled it to try to get more information, try to read further. And so there was a documentary about this white girl who was running track. I forget what state she was in, but here in America, of course, was running track, was about to get a Division I scholarship. It was like, I was born in the wrong body. Like, I'm supposed to be a boy. I'm ready to start the process to become a boy. Like, I'm supposed to be a boy. Mm-hmm. And the parents, and if I'm not mistaken, the dad was the one that was, the dad of the girl in the documentary, the track star, was like really resistant to it. Was like, do you understand, like, if you become a boy, you're gonna have to run against boys. Like, why don't you just finish college, and then whatever you want to do, just go and do it. Like, the parents were supportive. Yeah. They're like, if you want to make that transition, that's fine. But college is going to be free. Just take the scholarship, run track against girls, and then after school, whatever you want to do, just go and do it. And she was like, I can't. Like, I've lived this way for 17 years, and I feel like I'm in the wrong body. Like, I feel like I'm not living my true self.
Damn.
I'm not living my true self for 17 years. And you're telling me to do it for 4 more. I can't. That's what she was saying. She's like, I can't. It's killing me. I'm not. This isn't me. And she had the transition, lost the scholarships, bro. Because now she got to run against, pardon, with all due respect, I didn't mean that disrespectfully. Now he has to run against boys. Mm-hmm. And so now it's like,
different ball game.
You got to keep in mind, like, it's girls out here. They'll smoke girls, and they race against us. We might beat them by a step or two, but they still hella fast, and we might only beat them by a step or two, but we're beating them now. The girls lost all the scholarships, everything went away, had to pay for school and everything. But she was, and I remember, I apologize. I'm sorry. He was talking to the camera and saying, I couldn't do it. Like, this is who I am. This is who I'm supposed to be. I could not go another year, another 6 months, or I could not finish school. Mm-hmm. As like, this is who I am. Like, I'm a boy. And I remember telling that story to Miss Kelly, like saying, like, I know you don't like what your daughter's going through, and I don't even know how I would react if my kid was in this situation. But I just know I felt for the girl in the documentary, the track star. I felt for her. I did. I was like, damn, that sucks. Like, you feel like you've been living a lie your whole life. When I told that to Miss Kelly, when she was like still like having issues with her daughter, I was like, I watched this documentary, and this girl said she felt like she was living a lie for 17 years. She couldn't be herself. And Miss Kelly like sat back and like a tear started falling down her face, and she was just sitting there, like, she didn't even say a word. Just sitting there shaking her head, just like looking in space, like damn, this is gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, me and Miss Kelly's relationship ended up going bad because then Trump ran for president, and she was talking about supporting Trump and all of that stuff, and then she came with some All Lives Matter stuff, and that was pretty much the end of my relationship with Miss Kelly. But that was crazy though. That was crazy. And then when I saw this with the swimmer, it immediately took me back to Miss Kelly, and I was like, that's crazy. It's super crazy. How would you feel how would you feel? I guess it could happen to me. You know, I have 2 boys, but how would you feel if your daughter came to you and was like, yeah, I'm supposed to be a boy?
To be honest with how today's world is, I would support that 100. This is gonna sound messed up. I'd rather her deal with life. I don't want to say as a guy rather than a girl, because girls go through a lot. Mm-hmm. It's just different raising a girl than a boy, man. Girls go through a lot. I mean, if she wanted to do that, I mean, it's my daughter. I support her. You know, even my stepson, if he was like, you know what, I mean, what can I do? That's how you feel. I'm not going to disown you, not talk to you, not love you no more. I'm still going to love you. It's just going to be, you know, this is going to be different now. I have to work with you differently now. Like, I got to get used to calling you him, calling you her, and stuff like that. That'll be the only difference. But would I support it? Of course. That's how you feel. Would I be upset deep inside? I probably would be upset. Like, well, I can't believe this, but I'm not going to expose that to them, mm-hmm. and have them hate me and not want to talk to me anymore because I feel some kind of way.
It's so funny, bro. Like, of course, it's not anything that would ever be an issue in my family because it's 3 boys. We're all heterosexual men. Like, we're all heterosexual men. But I'm just thinking about, like, and I remember in 2000 and was it late 2008 or early 2009, because I lived in LA in 2009. But I remember asking my mom if me or one of my brothers was gay, would she come to the funeral? Would she come to the wedding? I think I asked both my parents. I don't think I asked it specifically to my mom. I think I asked both my parents. And if I'm not mistaken, both of them said no.
They wouldn't come? They wouldn't go?
If I'm not mistaken, both of them said no. But you got to keep in mind, both my parents are, you know, my dad's a pastor, my mom's the first lady. Yeah. But, and obviously, and again, it's not something that I would ever have to think about because I like girls. But as I've gotten older, and just knowing my mom and the way she supports her kids, and she's always been there for her kids and always shows up for her kids, I feel like she would go.
She would have came. Yeah, she would have came.
And I feel like even if my dad was like, I'm not going, I feel like she would probably come, bro. But my mom, I'm talking about my mom. I'm saying my mom.
What about your pops?
I don't think my dad would go.
He wouldn't have came?
I don't think so. I think my mom, I think he might, because my mom might be able to talk him into it.
That's your son.
I think my mom might be able to talk him into it, but I feel like my mom would go against her better judgment and against everything inside of her. My mom would go because it's like, that's still my kid at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I don't know, my mom will watch this and be like, why would you say that about me? But I feel like my mom would put all like her religion and everything to the side and come and be there for her kid and just ask for forgiveness later. But I feel like my dad, I feel like it'll be a real battle for my dad. But I feel like it'll be a battle for my mom. But I feel like ultimately my mom will be there. And to be honest, like, and obviously I say this now because I'm not in the situation, but I feel like it will be something that I'd be able to forgive my dad for. Like, I'd be able to get past it. Because I know who my dad is. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's literally been a minister my entire life. He's been a pastor for more than half of it at this point. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I know exactly who he is. And can you really expect a person to change who they are because of a decision you made or a lifestyle that you want to live? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's kind of selfish. A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like, yeah, you are their kid. Let me make it good for the podcast. Would it be okay for a minister to not show up for their kid not show up to their kid's wedding because they're gay? And it's like, for me, you could say the pastor is wrong for not supporting their kid, but at the same time, you could look the kid away and say, this is who he's been before you got here. It's like, yeah, you're his kid. It's not like he doesn't love you, but that's just something he can't support. It's almost like that's something that you're doing to hurt yourself. I was about to say, it's almost like if you're like a drug addict, but that's something that you're harming yourself. So it's different.
Yeah, difference.
It's definitely different. I'm glad I didn't say that. It's definitely different. That's tough though, man. That's tough though.
Couldn't imagine. Imagine.
Anywho, I think I'm good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Another podcast in the books. Thank y'all for watching, man. We really appreciate y'all, the viewers out there, the subscribers, subscribing to the page. We really do appreciate y'all. We're gonna keep this shit going, man.
Absolutely. Well, it's been another episode of the Barber and the Cameraman podcast. I'm your boy Michael Flicks, always in the mix.
I'm D-The Barber. Nobody goes harder.
And we the guys, man. We up out of here, man. Y'all take care. Peace.